Youth delivery truck rattled to a stop outside the towering glass headquarters of Hawthorne Innovations. Daniel Carter checked the address one more time before lifting a heavy package from the back. He had been a delivery driver for nearly 10 years, working long hours after his wife passed away, raising his 10-year-old daughter, Lily, on his own. Every day was a struggle, but he never complained. Lily was the reason he kept going. It was summer vacation, and with no one available to watch her, Lily often accompanied her father on his delivery route. She carried a worn backpack filled with library books, a small notebook, and an old wooden chess set her mother had given her before she died. While other children spent their vacations playing games online, Lily spent hours solving chess puzzles from old magazines she borrowed from the public library. As they entered the lobby, Daniel apologized to the receptionist. "I'm sorry she's with me today. I'll only be a minute." The receptionist smiled politely. "That's all right." Lily's attention drifted across the elegant lobby until something unusual caught her eye. In the center stood a giant decorative chessboard with a sign that read, "CEO's Weekly Chess Challenge, solve the puzzle and win $10,000. Several executives and visitors surrounded the board, whispering among themselves. The puzzle had remained unsolved for 3 days. The company's CEO, a well-known businessman and passionate chess enthusiast, had created the challenge after defeating every senior manager in friendly matches. Lily quietly stepped closer. Her bright eyes studied every piece. She didn't speak. She simply stared at the position, mentally calculating moves. Daniel returned after delivering the package. "Ready to go, sweetheart?" She didn't answer. Instead, she whispered almost to herself, "Dad, I think I can solve this." Daniel smiled gently. "It's probably very difficult. I know. But I really think I know the answer." One executive overheard and chuckled. "The little girl thinks she can solve a puzzle our finance department, engineers, and even 2 chess club champions couldn't solve." A few people laughed. Daniel felt embarrassed. "Lily, let's go." But Lily looked at him with quiet confidence. "Please, just 1 minute." Something in her voice made him stop. The laughter continued, but Lily ignored it. She took one final look at the chessboard, her mind already several moves ahead, completely unaware that within moments, everyone in the building, including the CEO himself, would be watching her every move. Lily took a slow breath and stepped closer to the giant chessboard. The polished marble pieces looked almost as tall as her knees, but she focused on nothing except the position. The murmurs around her faded away. To everyone else, it was just a difficult puzzle. To Lily, it was a story waiting to be finished. An executive folded his arms and smiled sarcastically. "So, little genius, what's the answer?" Daniel felt uncomfortable. He gently placed a hand on Lily's shoulder. "It's okay if you don't know. We should get back to work." Lily looked up at him with calm eyes. "I know I'm right, Dad. I just need to show them." Her confidence caught the attention of several employees. More people gathered around the chessboard. Someone quietly sent a message upstairs. "The delivery driver's daughter says she can solve the CEO's chess challenge." Within minutes, the message reached the executive floor. CEO Richard Hawthorne looked up from a meeting and smiled with curiosity. "A child?" His assistant nodded. "Yes, sir. Everyone downstairs has stopped working to watch." Richard stood immediately. "Let's see what happens." Back in the lobby, Lily reached toward the first chess piece. "This knight moves here," she said softly. A few spectators frowned. One older employee quickly checked the position on his phone. "That's unexpected." Without hesitation, Lily moved the next piece in her mind before explaining. "If black responds this way, white sacrifices the rook." Several people gasped. "Sacrifice the rook," someone whispered. "That's impossible." Lily smiled. "It only looks impossible." She continued explaining each move with surprising clarity. Every sacrifice forced the opponent into a weaker position until only one final move remained. And then, She gently touched the queen. Checkmate. Silence filled the lobby. The employee using the chess analysis app stared at his screen. It says she's right. Another executive grabbed the puzzle booklet. The solution matches perfectly. The room erupted into shocked whispers. She actually solved it. She's only a child. I've been staring at that puzzle for 2 days. At that moment, the crowd quietly parted as Richard Hawthorne walked into the lobby. He wasn't looking at the chessboard anymore. He was looking at Lily. Instead of congratulating her immediately, he asked a simple question. Young lady, who taught you to think like that? Lily smiled shyly. My mom taught me the rules before she passed away. After that, I borrowed chess books from the library because we couldn't afford lessons. Dad always made sure I could keep learning. Richard glanced at Daniel, whose work uniform was faded and worn from years of hard labor. The CEO suddenly realized that the greatest talent in the room wasn't wearing a business suit, it was standing beside a delivery driver who had quietly sacrificed everything to give his daughter a chance to dream. The realization left him speechless and marked the beginning of a life-changing opportunity for both father and daughter. The lobby remained silent for several long seconds. Richard Hawthorne looked from the chessboard to Lily, then to Daniel. The answer was correct, not just by chance, but through careful planning and deep understanding. He had designed the puzzle himself, believing only experienced tournament players would solve it. Yet a 10-year-old girl had seen the winning sequence in minutes. Richard slowly began to applaud. One by one, the employees joined him until the entire lobby echoed with applause. Daniel stood frozen, unsure how to react. Lily smiled nervously, clutching the strap of her backpack. You solved it perfectly, Richard said warmly. Not only did you find the answer, but you explained every move with confidence. That's a rare gift. He turned to Daniel. How long has your daughter been playing chess? Daniel smiled modestly. She learned the basics from her mother. After my wife passed away, I couldn't afford coaches or tournaments. She studies from old library books and plays against herself at home. The CEO was stunned. Against herself? Daniel nodded. We only have one chess set. She plays both sides because we can't afford a computer or online lessons. Richard looked at Lily with even greater respect. Talent alone was impressive, but determination like hers was extraordinary. He asked gently, Lily, if you had the opportunity, what would you want more than anything? She didn't hesitate. I want to become a chess champion one day. But mostly, I want to help my dad. He works so hard every day. Daniel looked away, trying to hide the tears forming in his eyes. Richard took a deep breath before making a decision. The $10,000 prize is yours. But that's only the beginning. Everyone in the lobby listened carefully. Our company sponsors young innovators. Starting today, we'll also sponsor young talent. Lily, we'll pay for your chess coaching, tournament travel, books, and equipment. Every expense. Gasps spread through the crowd. Richard continued. And Daniel, no father should have to choose between earning a living and supporting his child's dream. If you're interested, I'd like to offer you a position in our logistics department with regular hours, better pay, and full benefits. Daniel could hardly believe what he was hearing. Sir, I don't know what to say. Richard smiled. You've already said enough through your years of hard work. Today your daughter reminded all of us that greatness isn't measured by wealth or status. It's measured by courage, perseverance, and the willingness to keep learning. Lily hugged her father tightly as the employees applauded once again. Many of them wiped tears from their eyes. Months later, Lily won her first national junior chess tournament. Reporters asked her what secret had made her successful. She smiled and answered, every difficult puzzle has a solution. My dad taught me never to give up looking for it. Standing proudly beside the stage, Daniel realized that the greatest delivery he had ever made wasn't a package, it was delivering hope, opportunity, and a brighter future for his daughter. Sometimes, a single move can change an entire game, and a single act of kindness can change an entire life.